people that you remember in life are the ones that tell you the best stories.
Some of the really iconic, successful people out there had a real dogged battle at life.
I didn't really want to achieve anything as a teenager.
Wasn't academically brilliant.
And I ended up sleeping rough.
Stealing cars, breaking into houses.
Everyone would just laugh at me.
But it just gave me that fire in my belly.
I want to matter. I want to feel like I've had purpose. How can I do that?
I don't think I thought about what I wanted to do when I grew up.
I was a stripper, danced at a nightclub.
But really, I only had one goal in life, and that was to play for England.
It seemed like I might be able to do this.
Do you know what? The Olympic Games could be within my reach.
My mother made me believe I had great potential.
I gambled on becoming an astronaut.
The next super tennis player from my country.
These are ultimate soldiers. This is what I want to do.
I want to do everything possible, give it my all.
This is me.
But then life comes along and hits us sideways for something unexpected. People who will tell you you're crazy.
So you have to forget about the negatives and continue doing what you think you're good at.
You can't stop at the first roadblock. You have to keep going.
This is sort of when I shifted gears.
I'm going to put my money where my mouth is and I'm going to change the world.
The best bit of advice I've ever been given:
don't take advice from an actor. There's no overnight success.
10 years of incredibly hard work.
Then you really see what people are made of.
Here I am, finals of the Olympic Games.
Did I think I was going to win? No idea.
That changed my life completely.
Standing on that podium in the end. Now at the top of the world.
And you then look back at this little blue jewel and you think, wow.
Wow, what a few days it has been. We hope you can all join me in agreeing that over the past 3 days, we have celebrated and collaborated more than ever before. The top 5 teams have now been judged, and we do not have long to wait to hear who will be crowned the Enactus UK National Champion 2021.
Don't forget as well, thanks to the fantastic opportunity that our partners at Ford have given us here at Enactus UK, all final round teams will have grant funding awarded to support in accelerating their projects. Thank you again to the Ford Foundation for this amazing opportunity.
We know it's been a busy few days, but it's not over yet.
Because this feels slower for some reason. It's not, but I messed it up already, so.
Wow, Caroline, that was great. Alex, blah. 2. Just two. Now the national competition. Oh, I can't see it.
Now the.
Sorry, I can't. Now you make me guess.
Okay.
Okay. I'm ready. It's all take the there. Different procedures. We will. Oh. I'm so sorry. Got Red Bull if you need it. That's my fault. I'm so sorry.
Round judges will judge the top 5 teams and will select you.
To all teams, you should be incredibly proud of
nothing. Oh gosh, how do I say that?
I think that was wrong.
And oh no. Wow. And blah blah.
Might have been scratching from my nose at the beginning of that clip. Oh yeah.
I might have been like, oh no.
We've not got long left. Oh sugar. That is such a tongue twister. We've not got long left.
It really is inspiring to see what all you have all achieved. What you all have achieved.
Good.
Yes. Sorry.
Our parlour organisations.
Team of I've got X's there.
Yeah, a team of students, projects.
Yeah. Tiredness is hitting, I think. We're nearly there.
Ready?
Yeah.
Oh Christ.
Maybe if we swap round.
Okay. Okay. Oh God, now I've got to say it.
Let's have a quick reminder of what the top
The top. Oh, so sorry. So I'm gonna keep my hands here.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah. What an event. Don't forget, there is still plenty of time to get involved and join the conversation on social media using the hashtags Enactus UK National Expo and We All Win.
Great point. A true highlight for me has to be, though, the achievement and awards ceremony. For those who might have missed it yesterday, I just wanted to take this opportunity now to celebrate the fantastic winners from across the past few days.
Well done again to all of the nominees and award winners over the past few days. Thank you for all of your continued hard work and commitment to the Enactus UK programme. We appreciate it more than you know.
Now, although we've celebrated with more awards and highly commended than ever before, we wanted to take this time now to recognise those teams and students who might not yet have made impact this year, but their innovation and entrepreneurial drive is definitely going to be something to watch in the future. It is my pleasure to introduce to you a new element to the closing ceremony, the Enactus UK Ones to Watch list. I can't wait to see what you all achieve in the next Enactus year. We've not got long left now at all before we announce who the winner is going to be. I am so nervous for you all. Let's have a quick reminder of who the top 5 final round teams are and what they've achieved this Enactus year.
We are Enactus KCL, a united community of global citizens with an extraordinary dream for a better world.
Light Mountain, our low-emission home cooking stove enterprise in Tanzania, reducing illness from indoor air pollution.
Hydrogrow, our hydroponics enterprise producing high-tech home gardens, enabling UK families to contribute to their own food security and minimise plastic waste.
Yera, our sustainable TPE, menstrual cup and women's educational health enterprise in the UK and Kenya, working to reduce period poverty and gender discrimination.
Teas and Coffee, our UK-based sustainable fashion enterprise, utilising recycled plastic bottles and organic cotton to make personalised clothing items.
Together, we employ sustainability, innovation and technological advancements to empower individuals across the world.
Potion, our sustainable and biodegradable face mask company in the Philippines and the UK. Our mission is to keep people around the world COVID-free, without harming the environment and using our company as a force for change.
Our product uses the strongest natural fiber on earth, abaca fiber, handcrafted by our beneficiary farmers in the Philippines into masks that last 4 months, are reusable and washable, and simply biodegrade after they are thrown away. One potion mask can ensure that 122 surgical masks don't end up in landfill. With our work this year, we have offset 150,000 surgical masks from ever polluting our oceans, and our work doesn't stop there.
With our profits, we aim to buy sea bins, a £3,000 system that could be installed off any port globally to collect 162 kilograms of plastic waste per month by using solely the ocean's current.
We will be donating 10% of our revenue to educational programs in the Bicol region, thereby ensuring that future generations understand the importance of sustainable living habits that can leave the world better than what we found it.
At Rescue Glass, we aim not only to protect the environment by giving the discarded glass a new life, but also to educate and inspire the next generation of change makers to discover the importance of recycling.
Rescue Glass's mission is to ensure that no glass ends up in landfill and to empower their local communities to take action to improve the health of our planet.
The bottle is collected by our team from bars, restaurants, hotels, households, and landfills. It is then taken to our manufacturer to be cut or reshaped into a variety of decorative household items, including wine decanters, candles, vases, tumblers, and more.
Meanwhile, over at our beneficiary partners, Second Chance Bangkok, a team of 12 amazing women is producing our packaging from upcycled clothing. The transformed bottle and the packaging are brought to our facilities to be assembled into rescued glass products. This will then be sold through our e-commerce platform. Our profits are reinvested into scaling our business, contributing to our educational programs, and providing supplemental income and donations to slum workers.
Overall, Enactus KCL has made nearly £14,500 this year and impacted over 582 people. We are so proud of our achievements this year and we are hungry for more.
Together, we can change the world.
We are the change makers.
We are
Enactus KCL.
This is Rahima. She's 26 years old. She lives in a slum called Kwamarugi, just outside of Nakuru in Kenya. Rahima has had 3 abortions, all of which forced upon her by her mother, as their family simply couldn't afford to support any more children.
Sadly, Rahima's struggles are not unique. Many women in these slums face sexual and physical abuse, infidelity and exclusion due to living with HIV on a daily basis.
We sat down with Rahima and her community and listened to their struggles, their hopes and dreams, not only for themselves but for their children. They had the motivation, all they lacked was the opportunity.
This is where our project Oyana comes in. Oyana aims to uplift and empower the women in Kwamarugi to change their own lives.
Oyana's business model equips the women of Kwamarugi with the resources they need to manufacture, market and sell high-quality, locally produced soap, providing much-needed income to the women and their community. In the short term, this allows the women to develop their knowledge of key business principles and provide them with a stable income.
In the long term, Oyana is facilitating the creation of a support network amongst the women.
After working with our beneficiaries whilst developing the product, we identified key skills the women were interested to learn. We're happy to say we currently offer paid training to 3 women, Joyce, Fancy and Joanna.
Here in Exeter, the Urban Mushroom Company has been making significant strides towards a positive and sustainable impact. Here in the UK, we consume 95 billion cups of coffee every day, producing 500,000 tonnes of coffee waste each year in the UK alone.
What's more, when coffee or organic matter is sent to the landfill, it decomposes and harmful greenhouse gases are unleashed into the atmosphere. To combat this, we have implemented a sustainable circular business model, reducing the environmental consequences caused by food waste production and creating a positive impact in our local community.
Our business model sees coffee grounds, once destined for landfill, turned into the primary source of nutrients to grow fresh gourmet mushrooms. We have upcycled 175 kilograms of coffee grounds this year alone, negating over 2 tonnes of carbon dioxide emissions, which is equivalent to offsetting the carbon footprint of over 25,000 cups of coffee or 2 return transatlantic flights.
We have also achieved impact this year with our legacy project, BioSmart. BioSmart has developed furnaces which create biocharcoal, a valuable fuel source made from agricultural waste. Over the past 3 years, we have been able to empower an entrepreneurial team of women in Tanzania, Kenya, to set up a business around selling this biocharcoal at the local market.
Customer feedback showed that our product was more challenging to use when compared to traditional charcoal due to its unpredictable shape. As such, we purchased a briquette press, a device that forces the product into a uniform shape. The briquette press is now on the ground in Kenya and producing improved biochar products ready to sell at market. These last few weeks have seen sales restart, once again bringing income to the 14 women who run the business on the ground.
We are proud to say that we have directly impacted the lives of 17 beneficiaries.
Stopped 2 tonnes of carbon dioxide being emitted.
Launched new projects at home and abroad.
And created a raft of new training programs for our members.
Thank you for listening. We are Enactus Exeter.
We are Enactus Nottingham, creating business, transforming lives. Climate change has been declared a global emergency. We are now in a race to reverse the effects. 56% of UK agricultural emissions are due to methane alone.
By tackling agricultural practices, we provide the option of sustainable meat consumption and a solution that is not dependent on imposing drastic dietary changes.
This is Ecologico, a social enterprise striving to reduce methane emissions in cows through implementing a food supplement into their existing diet. The first aspect of our 2-part business model ensures the financial viability of our business. We have developed a unique methane calculator which estimates your personal methane emissions through answering lifestyle-specific questions.
The second aspect of our business model is supplement development. This focuses on growing seaweed before freeze-drying it into our own supplement. Seaweed has a high methane reduction potential. Our plant scientists' extensive research has discovered that the particular red seaweed, Asparagopsis taxiformis, has a methane reduction potential of up to 99%. To develop Ecologico's proof of concept, we will start small and then increase our scalability by leveraging strategic partnerships.
We have established a partnership with Arla, an international dairy company, sharing our vision in tackling the climate crisis.
Ecologico is just one of our 11 social enterprises. We would like to show you 2 of our projects that have continued to support our local community and propel their impact. Foodprint, Nottingham's first ever social supermarket, sells and redistributes surplus food. This year, we adapted our operations, enabling us to support our community throughout the coronavirus pandemic.
Codex is a social enterprise improving the future prospects of young individuals by teaching Python, a widely used coding language, helping them to improve their confidence and skill set. This year, we focused on ensuring children of low socioeconomic backgrounds could access our courses.
This year, our 11 social enterprises
have generated over £58,000.
Saved over 96 tons of CO2 emissions
and have impacted the lives of 3,090 individuals. We, at Enactus Nottingham, recognise opportunities for growth, opportunities that represent who we are and impact the lives of the community around us.
We are Enactus Nottingham, creating business, transforming lives.
Over the past year, Enactus Newcastle has gone from just an idea starting from scratch to a thriving, diverse community of students from all over the world, with a collective passion for improving lives.
We started out as a group of 3 students back in April of 2020, hoping to bring Enactus Newcastle back to life. And slowly, we started to raise awareness at our university and people were interested in joining us on our journey.
The After School Club aims to provide workshops and teach independent study skills such as problem solving, time management, creative thinking and team working, which are necessary for all pupils to develop good organization habits and study effectively. These are some of the most wanted skills in jobs and are aimed at students in the Northeast region who come from disadvantaged socioeconomic backgrounds.
Action for Awareness aims to create training programs for employers by beneficiaries who are 18 to 25-year-old autistic individuals who are not in education or in training. We aim to make workplaces more autism-friendly and start a conversation about barriers autistic individuals face when seeking and staying in paid employment, as well as having a positive and supportive experience with an employer.
Finally, the project we'd like to showcase today is elder care. COVID-19 has hindered life for all, especially those older in age and living alone. Just like for our beneficiary, Barbara from Newcastle's Elders Council, a representative of 2 million people in England aged 65 and above who live alone. So we created a device that assists care and support from a socially distanced place.
So, stemming from a passion to help others, I and 3 other hard-working teammates created a device to help older people aged 65 and above. Aligning with SDG 3, good health and well-being, we had a clear aim: provide speedy support and reassure family members that their relatives' well-being is cared for.
One way is to monitor their routine through their fridge. So the device sends messages to the carer's phone showcasing the daily frequency of the fridge door being opened, thus moderating regular eating habits and an aspect of welfare. If the fridge door hasn't been opened all day long, this is an indication of abnormal behavior. Therefore, the device sends a message to the beneficiary's aid. They'll receive 2 types of messages. 1, an activity summary report daily stating the number of times the fridge door has been used. The second displays a cautionary message reading there was no activity detected for X amount of hours, where X is the period in between their eating times.
At last, we found our beneficiary, Barbara, who met all the criteria. She's been trialling the prototype for 2 weeks and has already given us much positive feedback.
So my name's Barbara and I live alone, and I've been testing the elder care device. It was very easy to set up. Now that it's set up, it's very unobtrusive. I don't really know it's there. It gives me the reassurance that if anything went wrong, it would send out an alert and I would get help quicker than I might otherwise get the assistance that I need. It's also quite reassuring for my friends and family because I'm quite an independent and quite a stubborn person.
So, this is elder care, improving life for your loved ones, one step at a time.
We have come such a long way since the 3-person group we were just a year ago, but our journey is far from over.
The future of our projects and their impacts are bright, but the future of Enactus Newcastle is even brighter. We will continue to work on our projects, grow our society, and strive to improve lives.
We are Enactus Newcastle.
Future Brew is here to revolutionise an emission-heavy industry. Beer is our gateway to change. We make a truly sustainable and carbon-negative beer using surplus bread as one of our main ingredients. This bread is supplied from local bakeries and supermarkets that would usually contribute to the 900,000 tonnes of bread that is deposited in landfill every year. After 3 weeks of processing, our planet-saving beer is perfected and ready to be distributed. Through our e-commerce, we provide our beer to customers with the help of our low-carbon delivery partners and the use of bicycles for our local deliveries. And for our business-to-business, we work with subscription boxes, online retailers, and the hospitality sector. We partnered with Signal Brewery to create our first ever packaged beer, Dodo. Dodo is made from a unique blend of bread, crystal malts, and local hops, forming a zesty, refreshing, and planet-changing pale ale. We want to utilise Future Brew's brand to support our community through providing jobs and work experience. We have started by collaborating with Enactus Solent to identify young people at risk in our community, to whom we can provide work experience placements. We are also planning on employing an individual through the Kickstarter scheme as our warehouse manager in Southampton. We wanted to lead by example, and thus we created the mystery bag. Each bag has a variety of staple ingredients such as bread and different fruit and vegetables, totaling 10 to 15 different items. Made possible through our partners and our Buy One Give One scheme, we supplied 60 families with nutritional food baskets on a weekly basis for 3 months. We are planning to expand operations to Bristol and Brighton by introducing 2 more breweries into our supply chain by November. By the end of 2023, we are going to be operating in 4 countries, inhibiting the emissions of 1,000 tonnes of CO2. This year, we secured funding from 3 investors in the Dragon's Den competition through our university startup incubator, giving us a valuation of £220,000. At Enactus Southampton, we don't stop there. We are tackling problems across the world. Climate change is a global issue, and we are in a position to make a change. Our aim with Project Millen is to economically empower farmers so that the millions that are struggling financially do not join the 42,480 that committed suicide in 2019. Our aquaponics system works in continuous cycle. Fish are farmed in a tank which produces organic waste. This waste is passed through a series of filters, converting it into nutrients, which are then pumped into the growing beds. Here, the plants are cultivated on floating rafts and uptake the nutrients for growth. In turn, this cleans the water for the fish, so the cycle can be repeated. The Vice Chancellor of DTU has expressed high interest in buying the plant produce, and wholesalers have also inquired about the possibility of purchasing the fish from our system. With our aquaponics system, we are helping to reduce the economic fear farmers like Narendra experience as climate change threatens crop survival. No one can do everything, but everyone can do something. We are Enactus. We are climate change makers, and we are taking action now. Are you?
It really is inspiring to see what you have all achieved. Despite the challenges faced, I am confident in saying that this is one of the most innovative, exciting final rounds of the competition we have ever had at Enactus UK. I do not envy the final round judges who have had to make the difficult decision of who represents the United Kingdom at the Enactus World Cup. Let's remind ourselves of that World Cup experience now. It truly is a fantastic experience. We'll shortly find out which team will have the honour of representing the UK at the 2021 Enactus World Cup. But before we do, please join us in saying thanks to the whole support network that lifts up Enactus UK and the teams. This would not be possible without you and all the commitment you make.
So we're now just minutes away from finding out who will be crowned our national champion and represent the UK at the 2021 Virtual World Cup. But before we pass over to Stuart Mitchell, Chair of the Enactus UK Trading Board, on behalf of myself and Caroline, thank you so much for tuning in over the past few days. We really hope you've been inspired by everything that has been shown and you are now all motivated to take action to make a better future for us all. Now I promise I will not delay the results any further. Over to you, Stuart.
Hi, I'm Stuart Mitchell and I'm Chairman of Enactus UK. I've been delighted to work with the teams over the last 3 days where we've seen some incredible results. I'd like to thank everyone for being involved in the last 3 days, which has been absolutely fantastic. And every company that's been involved. I'd also like to put a special thank you in to Ford for all the hard work that they've done in supporting this wonderful occasion today. And the winner of Enactus UK competition is Enactus Southampton.
FutureBrew is here to revolutionise an emission-heavy industry. Beer is our gateway to change. We make a truly sustainable and carbon-negative beer using surplus bread as one of our main ingredients. Through our e-commerce, we provide our beer to customers with the help of our low-carbon delivery partners. We partnered with Signal Brewery to create our first ever packaged beer, Dodo. By the end of 2023, we are going to be operating in 4 countries, inhibiting the emissions of 1,000 tonnes of CO2. This year, we secured funding from 3 investors in the Dragon's Den competition through our university startup incubator, giving us a valuation of £220,000. We wanted to lead by example, and thus we created the mystery bag. Each bag has a variety of staple ingredients such as bread and different fruit and vegetables, totaling 10 to 15 different items. Made possible through our partners and our Buy One Give One scheme, we supplied 60 families with nutritional food baskets on a weekly basis for 3 months. At Enactus Southampton, we don't stop there. We are tackling problems across the world. Our aim with Project Millen is to economically empower farmers. Our aquaponics system works in a continuous cycle. Fish are farmed in a tank which produces organic waste. This waste is passed through a series of filters, converting it into nutrients, which are then pumped into the growing beds. Here, the plants are cultivated on floating rafts and uptake the nutrients for growth. In turn, this cleans the water for the fish, so the cycle can be repeated. We are Enactus. We are climate change makers, and we are taking action now. Are you?